funny.
So, we're doing a haul.
I have a big old stack of books right here.
You have a lot. I have a few. Oh, sorry. I got excited. I just saw one of your books. Okay. We're going to do a haul.
Cool. I'm Jessica.
I'm Christina.
And you're watching
Game of Tomes.
Sweet.
Where are my dragons?
Okay, so I'm going to go first
Yes.
with these Kristen Bretan.
Okay.
Is that how you would say that?
I don't know.
This is the Green Rider series. My mom has talked to me a lot about this and telling me I need to read it, and I do want to. I know it's like a female, bad A, fantasy, which I love.
Yes.
So my sister was getting rid of a bunch of books, and my mom already had this, and so she was like, hey, do you want them? And I was like, yeah.
I love the covers too.
They're classic fantasy covers, which
Super.
I'm not typically a fan of, but I know that you are. I usually like more modern fantasy covers, but I'm not opposed. I like that one.
I love these. They usually depict like a scene from the book, and I just love that. And I think the art is so like beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I do want to read these at some point. But yeah, free books. I'm not going to turn it down.
Is that the first one?
Yes, this is the first one.
Green Rider. Okay.
So Green Rider, First Rider's Call, The High King's Tomb, and Black Veil.
I remember your mom talking about these, and like
she suggested, she wanted me to suggest them for book club once, but I almost did, but then I didn't. Not everybody in our book club really likes that kind of like epic high fantasy.
There are several of us, but not everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got those.
Cool. It's my turn now, I guess. My beautiful, wonderful cousin got me some books. She just gave them to me. There's like 4 of them here. Why don't I talk about the one I'm most excited about first? Okay. And that is Songs of Love and Death.
I like that cover.
All Original Tales of Star-Crossed Love. This is an anthology story, I guess. It was considered anthology if it's fiction. Like, maybe this is a short story collection is what I should call it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know the difference between anthology and a short story
Anyway,
collection.
there's stories here by Neil Gaiman, Diana Gabaldon, Marjorie Liu, who wrote Monstrous, I just realized.
Interesting.
The other 3 names I don't know. It says, and many more. Beautiful. Like, look at this.
Yeah, that's a cool
hardcover.
I like the matte covers. I think those are really cool.
Yeah, this is dope. I'm excited about this one.
That does look really cool. I don't know if I've ever read a book of short stories, but I think, like, I could benefit from doing that right now because it's taken me so long to get through books that I think, like...
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Beautiful. Oh, Robin Hobb is in this list.
Oh, cool.
That's neato.
I love Robin Hobb.
I know. Can't wait to read her series
awesome.
Eventually. Okay, your turn.
Oh, I also got, from my mom, from my sister, The Other Bowling Girl by Philippa Gregory, and I only got this because you have it, and I thought we could buddy read it at some point.
I want to do that so bad.
Historical fiction is not what I gravitate towards at all. But I do have one other Philippa Gregory book, I think The White Queen. Yeah. And I want to give it a try, you know? I don't want to be like, ugh, I'm never going to read that. I will say, I hate this cover.
Oh. Yeah.
I like this. I hate this.
Yeah.
But it's like a shiny gold on that dress.
Oh.
But it's like...
I don't hate it. But I do... It is that, like, cliche now to have, like, a woman with her head cut off in a book.
With that era of clothing, and I'm not a fan of people on covers to begin with, and especially...
I don't hate this. I like that we get to see the costume... Or not, it's not a costume.
I like your cover way better.
Oh,
although it is like...
Oh, it is a movie cover.
It's a movie cover, which I typically don't enjoy, but it's very vibrant, and I like that.
It is
I
beautiful.
think this is just muted colors, and on top of, like, I don't know. I'm just like, man.
Okay.
At some point, we'll better read it.
I'm going to talk about 2 in 1 here.
Sure.
Just because they seem to go together, only because they are both middle grade fantasy stories. I think this one's definitely part of a series. Inkheart by... Cornelia Funk and Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funk. Oh my gosh, they're written by the same person. I didn't even know.
I thought that's why you were talking about them together.
No, I didn't know that. That's funny. started this book a few times in my life and never finished it.
I remember you talking about it, yeah.
But I like the story.
Right.
And those were all, like, pre-booktube.
Yeah.
So, like, I was never, like, incentivized to finish a book.
Yeah.
And I don't think I didn't stop reading it just because I didn't like it. I just stopped reading it for no reason, basically.
And now you're, like, more dedicated.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
And weirdly, Brendan Fraser is in this movie, and Brendan Fraser narrates the audiobook for this one. I just really, I mean, like, oh my gosh, I've seen the similarities. Right? Yes.
Yeah, I like him.
Oh, he's sexy.
He played George of the Jungle too, didn't he? Yeah.
That's funny.
I do like him.
Brendan Fraser is a really good narrator. My mom has the CDs of this book, the audiobook, and she had me listen to it a long time ago. Yeah. I don't remember it.
But these are not in the same series.
They're not in the same series. Written by the same person. Had no idea. Brendan Fraser is also connected to both of them. Cool. Interestingly enough.
I like stuff about dragons too. So.
I do too. Yeah. Yeah. This one is like this little girl finds out her dad has the ability to, like, if you read stories out loud, they become, like, real.
Oh, interesting.
And I think their mom was, like, sucked up into a story or something. Uh-huh. And they have to, like,
find her or something. My last one is The Knife of Dreams, Book 11 of The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. So I currently own the prequel, New Spring, and the first book, The Eye of the World. And then now I have book 11. My mom's friend bought this at our used bookstore thinking this was the book that she needed, and she didn't. And she asked me if I wanted it, and I said yes. So, yeah, I've never made it this far in the series. I've read it multiple times, and I've only made it, like, to book 6 or something. Okay. Yeah, because they're just ridiculously long. This is book 11, and it ain't even the last one. Like, come on, Robert Jordan. He's dead now, R.I.P. But Brandon Sanderson wrapped it up, and I love Sanderson. Yeah. So, which I also really love this story as well. It's like my childhood because my mom loved it so much. I read it quite a bit growing up, and it just makes me always think of my mom. And it's kind of like the first, like, epic fantasy or high fantasy that I remember diving into, and I think that, like, really spawned my love of reading and fantasy. So, of course, I'm not going to turn this down. Yeah. And it was like $6 at our bookstore, so I never paid my mom back for that, and I need to do that.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. My beautiful, wonderful cousin, Christeena, also gave me The Book of Lost Things.
I loved that book.
The audiobook was so good.
Loved that
book. And I'm so happy to have this beautiful
that cover.
Shiny edition. Yeah. I just love this book so much. Fantasy, little boy gets sucked into, like, this fantasy world where all these
the fairy
tales are true, but, like, it's twisted and creepy.
It's, like, a lot darker than I expected, but it was so good. It was so good. I mean, not, like, crazy dark.
If you've read this book and you love it, go check out our discussion video. Or if you want to learn more about it, we also have a review video.
Loved it. It was so good.
Super good. Yeah. Okay. I also have here, by Karen Joy Fowler, the Jane Austen Book Club. Oh, I should say.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I went to the library book sale. Uh-huh. Yeah. On their second day. The second day was like fill a bag for $1. Mm-hmm. So half of these are from that. The other half is from when our friend Megan from Tome Infinity. She also has a channel. She's in our real life book club. Yeah. She went and she was like, you guys.
She made a group chat on Facebook with everyone in book club and was sending pictures of books. It was like, who wants these? I'll get them. Which is so nice.
So I got I spent like $250 from her doing that and got like a stack of 5 really great, awesome books. So half of those are from them. Just shout out to her because that was super awesome. Thank you.
Nice. We'll link her channel below. Definitely check her out.
Yeah, totes. This is a contemporary, I think it's like, it might have like a romance in it a little bit, like a kind of a comedy thing where a group of women and one dude get together to talk about Jane Austen novels.
Wow, we're a group of women and one dude in our book club.
That's true. That is very true.
But we haven't ever talked about Jane Austen, though.
No, we haven't.
No. Which I like Jane Austen.
We should do a classic. Have we done any classics?
I don't know that we have.
Interesting.
I don't think we have in book club ever.
Oh.
I like classics.
The Great Gatsby.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read that one. Because I was like, I'll reread it, and then I read it before, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Womp womp.
That's funny. Anyway, yeah, that's just, I got it because I really liked that book when I watched it when it came out.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but
movie.
I have seen that book at our local bookstore as well, and I feel like picked it up a few times, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
So
it's not something I would normally get, but I was like...
Fill a bag for $1.
Right. Exactly. That was also this one. Virginia Woolf's Orlando. I watched the movie. This one, I think, might have been published in the 20s or something. It's another classic. I watched the movie and, like, I didn't really get it. It's about a man. His name is Orlando, and he's, like, back in the 16th century with Queen Elizabeth or something. Elizabeth I. And then he is a woman in the 20th century.
Oh.
Both very androgynous in both, and it's like a look at how men and women are like supposed to act, and
kind of like the fluidity of sex and
yeah.
gender, but more like written in the 20s, though. That's interesting.
Totally.
To have that concept.
Yeah.
I mean, now you hear a lot about that, and it's, like, more out there, but, like, I've never read any Virginia Woolf.
Me neither. The movie was very, like, poetic, and I think I got it if I look at it in, like, a conceptual way, but, like, I would be interested to see how that, like, translates and, like, what it's all about.
To read it versus,
Anyway, okay. Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. This was, I think, first published in Colombia, so I think this is translated from Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is an Oprah's book club book, which I was like, okay, she's never steered me wrong. Some of my favorite books are Oprah book club books.
Yeah.
And this is about a gentleman and a lady who are in love with each other, but then she decides to go and marry this very rich man. And the gentleman that they were the lovers, he goes off and has like 622 affairs. And then when her husband dies, he goes to the funeral on purpose, and so they can reconnect.
Who gets cholera? Come on.
All right.
Get there already. I'm going to assume him. So they reconnected. It's like about...
He's always only loved her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's been with 622 women.
Yeah, but he always thought of her, though.
Right. So that's this one. Not something I would normally pick up at all, but like...
Fill it back for $1.
Right. There are some of these that I'm super excited about. Right. Like Ancillary Justice by Ann Leckie. Yo, this AI used to be in this giant ship connected to a bunch of other, like, little ships.
And are you talking about Long Way to a Small Angry Planet?
Exactly, right?
Great book.
It's very much that same premise a little bit.
Right.
Now they're just in, like, a little human android body, and they want to get revenge. I love AI stories. Mm-hmm. This is the first in a trilogy. I want to read this.
Also, Megan from Tome Infinity said it was great. So.
Oh, no, I think she hasn't read it yet. I think she said she wanted to read it.
Oh. She said it was a great sci-fi, so I didn't know.
Oh.
Maybe what? Sam from Sarcasm and Sci-Fi.
Somebody said it's good.
Somebody said it's good.
I have no idea what this one's about. Xenocide.
Oh, interesting.
By Orson Scott Card.
Is that what it is?
Xenocide.
Xenocide.
I'm not sure what that means.
Well, it's the finest science fiction series of the past decade.
The best science fiction.
Wait, that says volume 3 of the Ender Quartet.
I did not read that.
So Jessica got book 3. Maybe she'll read the first 2 first. Maybe she won't.
Dang it. I'm glad you saw that. Because I would have been hella confused.
You should read covers.
Well, you know what? I had to pick things up real quick.
I wish I wouldn't have said that because I would have been super interested if you just started reading it. No, it's like, what's going on?
Once I got onto Goodreads, I would have
you would have saw,
Yeah, and then I've been like, what the hell? But, yeah. I'll just have to find those first 2 books and read them. Or listen to them or something.
No big deal.
Ken Follett. Look at this, guys.
Speaking of not the first book in a series.
Okay, no, this is book 1 of the Century Trilogy.
Oh, is it?
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I thought.
Fall of Giants. The Kingsbridge series is one of my favorite series of all time. Mm-hmm. This is the start of a new trilogy That takes place in World War I or something.
Oh, book 1. I see.
Told you.
He writes some chunkers, man.
Oh my gosh, you're so big. But he has like epic stories that take place over a long period of time with so many in-depth characters, and his stories are so beautiful. And I imagine that this one will be just the same.
Right. Cool.
Very excited about that. I don't know anything about this one either. Leviathan Wakes. I hope it's not like the 3rd book in a trilogy.
Is that the one she said was a great sci-fi?
I don't know.
She said one of these books was a good sci-fi.
Whatever.
Help us, Megan!
James S.A. Corey. Leviathan Wakes. The Expanse. Now a major TV series. George R.R. Martin said interplanetary adventure the way it ought to be written.
What does he know? He writes fantasy.
He writes... I was going to say he wrote a sci-fi, but vampires, that's fantasy.
No.
I don't know. Does he write any sci-fi? That'd be interesting. Okay. It looked like something I would like.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
I think that's the one Megan read and said was a good sci-fi.
Okay. I don't think so.
I'm just going to say it about all of these.
No, don't. That's enough.
This next one Megan said was a good sci-fi.
Okay, this is a epic fantasy.
I do want to read this one at some point.
And George R.R. Martin, they like to blurb him. He's on a lot of books.
Well, I mean, he's a popular guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Abercrombie is terrific. The Blade itself, epic fantasy. I don't know what it's about.
Wesley from Wesley from our In Real Life book club had told me about this a while back and had suggested it, and then it didn't get picked. But I do love some epic fantasy.
Yeah, it's the first in a trilogy, and it's a fatty, and I just love the floppy.
You big old fatty, you.
You big old fatty. Okay. And then I also got
The Lost Symbol.
Dan Brown, because I have the first book in this series, and it's the same edition.
I have the exact same.
She has the same book, yeah.
Hardcover and all.
That's all.
We buddy read the Da Vinci Code out loud for a little bit together.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And then I DNF'd it.
And I finished it.
But
it was good.
Not for any reason. I just
Dan Brown makes me think of you, though, because that was the first time I ever read a Dan Brown novel.
Yes.
And you've read a few of them, and I don't know, just...
There's
a lot of books that make me
just
think
same. Same. Okay. I think, all books make me think of you. Anyway.
That's so sweet.
What
is this one about?
It's just super entertaining. I don't know. It's part of the series.
What series? The Da Vinci Code series?
Yeah.
Is that a more than one book?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
It's this whole Robert Langdon series.
Oh.
Where something happens to him, he's got to figure out the symbols.
Okay, cool. I enjoyed the Da Vinci Code, actually. I didn't really think that I would like it, a ton. But, yeah, it was good. I think I like how quickly it takes place, over 48 hours. I think that helps a lot, because if it was a really drawn out thing,
super fast paced,
I don't think I'd care for it.
It's an action movie in a book, and it's a lot of fun.
So was Deception? What was that one?
Deception Point.
Yeah. I still want to read that one.
That was fun. I have it whenever you want to borrow it.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Last one. You also have this one.
I do. I thought about mentioning this one, and then I was like, oh, maybe I won't. Okay, so we were contacted by an author to maybe see about reading his book, and we were like, yes, and we have not got to it yet.
Yeah.
But it sounds really cool, really cute.
We only got it a couple weeks ago.
Middle grade.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Middle grade.
Animal Control.
The Hero's Apprentice by Travis Howe. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And he wrote, super sweet stuff on the inside, and he was, super nice in his email.
Yeah, his email is what, convinced us.
Oh,
because
my gosh,
it was, obviously he had seen us before, and he was just, really thoughtful.
And he was really personal about it.
Did you read his bio in the back?
Probably when
He's an animator.
Oh, yeah.
And he's worked on things like Halo 5.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2014 film. Other things. He has 3 children and a wife in California.
We should link his little promo video, because I loved it. It looks so good. It's a little promo for this book.
Yeah.
And so this is about, this little bunny rabbit who's got to just kind of, go and save the day. And
right.
I mean, it just sounds really, really cool.
Yeah. I'm excited to read this with you when we get a chance.
Yeah.
We should make this a priority.
I really do want to, and I really wanted to try and get to it for middle grade March, and that didn't happen.
And if we enjoy it and want to discuss, then we'll do a video on it.
Yeah,
on its
for
own.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
More stuff is falling.
That's all from us. If you have anything to say about any of these books, we'd love to hear it. Maybe especially the ones where I'm like, I don't know.
Fill a bag for $1.
All right. I don't know. Okay, I'm Jessica.
I'm Christeena, but that's the beginning.
Oh. When you play the game of Tomes,
you read or you die.
Come be our friends. Social media links in the description below.
And we hope you're reading a great book.
Goodbye.
Let's go eat.
Yeah, I'm hungry.